But extending Aaron Boone, how do you feel about that news, and how are people reacting to that kind of cycle of news getting everywhere?
Not the least bit surprised, Tate.
Hmm.
Look, the Yankees didn't make a managerial change after they lost a wild card game in Boston in 2021 when Aaron Boone's contract was up. They did not make a managerial change when they had a sub 85 win type of season in 2023. You go to the World Series for the first time since 2009, the Yankees were going to reward the Yankee manager with a contract extension. I don't think the Yankee fan is totally in love with Aaron Boone. I think the members of the media want the Yankee fan to be in love with Boone because he's a nice guy. He's good with his players. He's, exactly the sort of front man I think the Yankee brass is looking for. But the reality for Aaron Boone is he has not won a championship. And when you're a Yankee manager, that's what you're judged on. Sorry, period, end of discussion. You have to win a championship. So it's pretty simple to me. His contract now goes through the 2027 season. He has this year and 2 more years, basically. He needs to go and win a championship. That goes for him. That goes for Aaron Judge. That goes for Garrett Cole. Or he's going to go down. I don't care how many regular season wins he has. It is not Detroit. It is not Kansas City. It is not Cleveland. When you manage the Yankees, let's say now for a decade, and you don't have a World Series, it's an absolute embarrassment. So that's what's staring Aaron Boone in the face. You better go and get yourself a World Series.
And like you said, JJ, there's an expectation not just to get to the World Series, but to win the World Series when you get there. They obviously lost to the Dodgers last year. That was a big matchup. Right now, if you look at the odds, plus 280 to win the American League, plus 700 to win the World Series. How do you feel about those odds? Do you like the number there, plus 700 for the Yankees?
So I think they're the best team in the American League. Now, here's the question. What's this lineup look like without Juan Soto? Last year, the Yankees 1-2 punch, carried them to the division, and carried them through the postseason. It was Aaron Judge and Juan Soto leading the way. Now Juan Soto is a New York Met. So the Yankees are going to have to do it differently. That means run prevention. They add Max Fried. That's a hell of a 1-2 punch with Garrett Cole atop your rotation. They add Devin Williams, who can now grow his beard back. I think he will help the bullpen alongside Luke Weaver. And I think the Yankees, from a pitching standpoint, are at a better spot than what they were a year ago. However, if they're going to be the best team in the American League, they need answers offensively. That means Cody Bellinger has to have a good year. That means you got to get something out of Paul Goldschmidt. Can they find answers within their younger players? That means Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, just to name a few. But I don't love the American League. I still think going into the year, the Yankees, to win the pennant, are the team to beat. Are they the best team in baseball? Absolutely not. There are a couple teams in the National League, Tate, I like a little more than the Yankees. They're in the right league. I'd pick them to get to the World Series, but they're far from perfect.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Let's talk about Aaron Judge. His odds to win AL MVP, plus 300 right now, plus 270 to be the home run leader. Do you like Judge having a year like that where maybe he sends a statement to say, I am the superstar that you expect me to be for the Yankees?
So it's never a question about Aaron Judge and what he can do from a performance standpoint. It has everything to do with a durability question. And we saw 2 years ago, the Yankee season went off the rails when he had that awkward collision into the wall at Dodger Stadium, missed 6 weeks. Yankees were on the outside looking in. He is going to flat out rake. The question is going to be, though, Tate, with Juan Soto not hitting in front of him, are teams going to pitch to Aaron Judge? That, to me, is the million-dollar question here. He's going to put up numbers. He's going to get on base a ton. But will you have managers throughout the sport basically say, hey, we don't care who beats us within the Yankee lineup. It's not going to be number 99. That's why, from like an MVP standpoint, a home run title standpoint, maybe I'd have some skepticism, because is he going to get a ton of pitches to hit? That's the million-dollar question.
I think it's a great question. He's minus 108 to hit 50-plus home runs, but plus 420 to hit 60-plus home runs, which is probably going back to what you're saying, where there are some at-bats that just won't be there that he would have had last year that they're going to get taken away, and probably takes around 5 to 10 home runs away, and that's why you see kind of minus 108 to plus 420. So you do feel like somewhere within like the 50 home runs, maybe 54, 55 feels like the sweet spot for him this season.
Yeah, I was going to say low range in the mid to high 40s. I'd say high range in the high 50s. I don't think he's cracking 60 home runs again. That's just my gut feel. I'd say gut feel, how many home runs for Aaron Judge this season? I'll go with 49. How do you feel about that,
I
Tate?
like that. 49 is a number that I can get behind there, so I think that's a good call.